What's the second clan? PANEU? Is that? No, what's the name of the second clan?
PANEU, yeah, because they're from all over.
PANEU.
They're from all over Europe, so they're called PANEU.
Okay.
In fact, I think I can read a little bit of a bio. Pan-European clan.
Starting in 3 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
The clan was created late in December 2017. The commander used to be in a fairly inactive clan with a commander that had gone missing for a few months without any notice. And so he was the deputy, so tried to take part in clan battles, but basically failed, so created this clan to start fresh. They've got an alliance with a clan called Thiso. So I think you might see, yeah, they've got a couple of Thiso players. They're from all over Europe. Italian, German, Dutch, Romanian, Irish, Portuguese, Norwegian, and Hungarian.
Right. The game is starting. So let's jump in. Haven't seen Land of Fire yet today. So let's see what these two teams can bring us. One of the first maps we hardcore played competitive on. BH34 brings double curvers, so they're definitely looking in for some pushing power. Des Moines, Salem, Hindenburg, Venezia, Stalin, Somers, and Holland. And PANEU brings Yamato, Kremlin, Minotaur, Hinden, Double Petrol, Stalin, Somers, and Daring. So 2 destroyers on each side. One has, well, more utility, and the other one is pretty much double torpedo boats. And then we have, what, 1, 2, 3 radars versus 3, potentially 4. And very strong battleships. Does Yamato overmatch Curvers? It doesn't, right?
It should. Oh, hang on, wait. Kremlin just shot Minotaur. I think this might be a restart.
Oh.
Yeah, it is a restart. Does Yamato overmatch Kurfürst? Maybe not the whole nose. It should overmatch the upper part of the nose. But that's a good question.
If they ban PR and smokes, why not ban Stalingrad? Stalingrad has been in the game since long time. And they didn't ban Puerto Rico because I don't know what you think they banned it for. They banned it for because it's relatively new. And they want to make sure that all ships have this, all the players have no advantage over others because, oh, I had something you didn't and I afforded a ship you couldn't.
Yeah, it's purely based on availability.
Puerto Rico came out relatively recent, so did Slava, so did Smolensk. And Smolensk is not available anymore. I mean, Puerto Rico isn't available anymore either. You can get Stalingrad anytime you like, and it's been in the game for a very long time. Well, since... I mean, everybody's already ready, so... Are we just starting immediately?
I've got some unready players on my screen.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because everybody's ready on my screen.
No.
Interesting.
Training battles. Free, completely, you know, working UI. Never has any issues.
Oh? Are you sure you were the one having
correct? Maybe. Well, I wasn't in the spectator box in the last one, so who knows?
Okay, attempt number 2. That was actually the first restart.
Yep.
Even though there was one guy disconnected before, but he came back and they decided to proceed.
I suspect they didn't know the restart rule.
Yeah, it was the D teams, right?
Yep.
Okay, so are we gonna see a big badass push from BH34 with a Salem and double Curry and a Hinden and a Stalin It's like their entire team is, almost the entire team is perfectly capable of participating in oh my god, they're shooting each other again.
Yeah. So a team can only call a restart once. Was that the Reds shooting each other?
Yeah, the Reds were shooting each other.
Okay, so Green called the restart last time, I think. If it was PANEU, I think it was PANEU who called the restart. They're not allowed to call the restart twice. This might have to go to an adjudicator.
I don't know. It was very fast restarts, but yeah, that's true. You have the right to call the restart once, and that's it.
Yeah, they're saying in the room, second reset.
Everybody DC? Okay, just to help my mods a bit, I don't know about, do you have the same issue? If you type in exclamation mark code, please don't do that right now. If you type in exclamation mark code once, the code will pop out. You will have the link where you can check all the codes currently available. Typing it just from one person one time in the chat gives the link to everybody in the chat. Everybody can see it. You don't need to type it 1,000 times because you're just spamming at that point. All you need to do is, if there's no code in the chat, one guy types in exclamation mark codes, you get the link, everybody gets the link. You click the link and then you have all the codes in there. Stop typing in code all the time. That's not how this works. It's a chat bot command that will leave the message for everybody to see, not just for you individually.
Yeah, my chat's much more well behaved. They would never spam a code over and over and over again.
Why don't I believe you?
Yeah, if you spam in my channel, if you spam things like raffle giveaway, you just get immediately timed out automatically. I've had the code on the screen, so I don't think I've got a actually, it might be in the COTS command on my channel, but I've got it on the screen.
Seems like they're in very, very
yeah. So I just clarified the rule, and the rule is 2 reset calls.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Per team, or
I asked
per match?
I don't think this is correct, but I asked the adjudicator, and the adjudicator says it is allowed, but not a third time. And the adjudicator is in charge, so we'll go with their rule.
Well, I mean, they were all in a good mood, in a sports feelings. Like they just said, let's just play one more time, which is very nice from them.
Yeah, it's kind of.
We'll see.
If you're the team that's not got the restart or not got the DC and you win, and you can see one of the enemy team just sitting there doing nothing, I mean it's a bit of a crappy way to win.
True. But then again, we know that in competitive, it's all about the win. And people will do just about anything and everything to win, even if it's against the rules.
Yeah.
So when you play according to the rules, it's like...
I am sure that in the past, teams have occasionally called restarts they didn't need to give them a few more seconds to think about the enemy composition. So it does happen, unfortunately. Yeah. But the risk, of course, then is that if you actually DC in the next, go, tough.
We had a game. I remember we had a game where we had 3 people disconnected in the middle of the match. Like 3 of us disconnected, and 1 or 2 of us couldn't come back for like 3-4 minutes, and I think we still won. It was actually insane. Half of the team was not able to shoot or move or anything.
Okay.
Right, so what do we have? Successful start. We have Salem and Stalin going left. Holland probably going left as well. Kerr first. And the other part of the team is going all right. We do have one guy No, never mind. I thought he was stationary. He's moving.
Yeah, deploying the cruisers on this map is a bit difficult because the islands are pretty tricky to position next to and still be effective but not be vulnerable. So particularly, like, for example, the position where this green Salem is, depending on what the enemy team do, is really dangerous. You can very easily come under focus fire. You can't escape very easily. It can be quite difficult to go dark. Particularly if it's a Russian battleship there, but they've chosen Salem, so he should be okay.
Okay, so Holland didn't do anything with his torpedoes and will not do anything with torpedoes. Summers S into B from PANEU, so this cap is pretty much going to go uncontested to PANEU. That's going to be a nice boost, nice start, but they will lose A in return. I don't think that Mino is going to be able to do anything about that.
Holland, as he goes through this gap here and trips the cap, is probably going to get radared by Wormy, and that's an awful lot of guns to be, that close to. Here we go. Here we go.
It's only short petro radar. But yeah, we'll see. No radar yet.
Sometimes, the cruiser will say to the caller, "Should I radar?" And then the caller might say, like, has everyone got their guns ready? And then someone will say, "Wait 5 seconds," or So that's why sometimes you don't see.
Yeah, especially with a short radar like Petro. Yeah. Well, can Daring make it in there before? No, he can't. He's still going in the opposite direction. So Holland will actually get away with that cap. So they get A and C, but they lost B, uncontested. And now the team can just move in and start contesting A and C, but B is probably going to stay in PANEU's possession for at least another 5 minutes, if not more. We'll see what they can do. They're really kind of trying to force the Mino and Hinden into A here. I'm not sure this is a great idea.
No, I don't think it's a good idea.
Mino is still not detected. Hindi is. I mean, that's 5 ships that could be shooting you. He's giving broadside. Nobody to shoot him besides Venezia. Okay, couple of thousand, no big deal. Right, so Hinden's going to run away. And Mino is going to go commit to A. He shoots. Is he finally detected? Yep, they can see him. I'm guessing that was a Mino radar. So they're trying to do some damage in Summers and push him away. Torpedoes incoming from the Hindenburg. Oh, for the Hindenburg. He's going to be taking 1 from 55 to 40, 15k. That's a flood. Yamato shells. It's another 6k. Can Stalingrad do anything from over there? No, he seems to be creeping back in.
The other side, Marcin and the Stalingrad taking quite a lot of damage down to less than 20k.
Right, so we have A contested. Can Des Moines actually contest B or do anything about it?
I think Hindi's going to go around here, is he? On A.
I doubt it. That would be suicidal. Yeah, look at this cove here. Look at this gap where Mino is. Hindenburg would have to go so deep to dig him out. It's insane. Look at this. That Des Moines, we have seen. Yeah, we have seen Des Moines on that position plenty of times. It's a very dangerous position early, but depends on how the enemy. Oh, he's gonna beach! Oh, he can't go back in. He's gonna have to go forward and run. Which might actually work, because Des Moines keeps missing. That could have been a hell of a lot more dangerous for Mino than it ended up being.
So,
oh, Jesus. Stalingrad from BH is almost dead. 2,000 HP.
And when he goes down, Kurfürst is going to start taking the focus instead.
And he's dead. Okay.
Kurfürst is
totally
massively overextended.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of obvious that they were going to try some sort of a push when you take for 2 battleships, 2 Kurfürsts. But yeah, Stalin going down. Mino is down to 2.3, 900. What did they do to actually get him again? Because I was looking on C now.
I don't know, I'm not sure.
400 HP.
I'm guessing Des Moines actually managed to land some shells. Yeah, I mean, we know from previous COTS that this little bay here, because of these rocks that stick up, as long as he stays there, he's pretty safe. Maybe
okay, so if the Kurfürst from BH decides to push, especially now after the torpedoes are down, they can definitely kill the Mino. But then what? Would Yamato, Hindi, Somers, potentially Stalin there? It's going to be a bit difficult to continue pushing effectively, even though they do have a pretty significant force here. Mino is healing. He is out of radar range. They don't actually see him yet. Yeah, Kurfürst is committing. He's going to go for it. He's going to go for it, and the Mino knows. He's going to try to back up. Oh, he is detected. Oh, he has to be careful. I know those torpedoes are attractive, but he doesn't have the angle, and he is detected. Probably in hydro range. Yeah. Right, so Mino is living on borrowed time. They're gonna definitely kill him, but meanwhile, Kurfürst and Kremlin on the other side are both gonna go down.
Likely, yeah.
Is that gonna be a ram?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Kurfürst manages to... No, I don't think he's gonna get the angle.
No, I think he
was
going to.
Awesome for them.
He's going for the drive-by, but I don't think he's going to get it before... Oh, maybe with a heal?
He can shoot. He can shoot. No. Well, that's not enough. And the rear turrets are not looking. There we go. So they lose 2 ships for nothing here. Hopefully they can kill the Kremlins. They kind of equalize it. If the Kurfürst managed to ram Petra, that would have been awesome. Because then it would have been 2 for 1, and Kremlin is probably going to go down to make it 2 for 2. But now Holland is all alone. Yeah, Kremlin goes down. Holland is detected. He is definitely going to die here. There's no way they'll let him get away.
So, BH34 are in control just about of A. PANEU will definitely be in control of B and C shortly. So,
yeah, BH totally fell apart on C, and they're cornered right now. It's just gonna take a couple of minutes for PANEU to actually surround them, but they're not holding B, they're not holding C, they're not holding anything. It's just overextended Venezia, that's it.
This Yamato needs to be just a little bit careful not to get focused. Because they need these ships underneath A to survive long enough for the rest of the team to catch up.
I'm just waiting for that Yama to pull the trigger on this Venezia.
Oh wow, that's a cool camo. What's this camo he's wearing?
Who?
The Yamato. I don't recognize that.
TFA?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Looks like graffiti. I don't recognize it.
I have seen it before, but I'm not sure. There's way too many camos to know all the names. And most of them don't have proper names. It's just type this and type that and random numbers and letters. Oh, Somers takes a torpedo to the face. Takes almost a second torp to the face as well. Okay.
Yeah, Yamato not being very effective against Venezia.
Yeah, I mean, she is border humping, so it's very, very difficult. She's a very maneuverable ship.
Also notoriously difficult to sit down.
Yeah, her speed is bleeding so hard that eventually she's not even going to be able to maneuver. So Yamato is going to have an easier time with every volley to hit her. But I think this is exactly what she was waiting for. to get the smoke, and now she's gonna try to bail. But she bled so much speed that I don't think she realizes how long it's gonna take her to turn around and leave. And she literally can't make up her mind, left or right, left or right. The smoke is gonna expire. She's still going to be sitting on the same place.
And the stops.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think players forget that even though you're full engine, your turning rate is dependent on your forward speed, and if you've stopped, you can't turn.
That's a flood. She doesn't seem to be democonning, so... Yeah. Here comes the push from C. Somehow Hindenburg ended up in that Des Moines position. Interesting. What can they really hope to achieve here? Kill Petro? Stalin is gonna eat one torpedo. That's not nearly enough to put him in danger. Yeah, I mean, they can kill maybe Petro. And that's it. Did Venezia die? Yeah. Yeah, that's it. This is the game over. They really lost a lot of ships on sea, and they didn't achieve much. Oh, there goes Des Moines. They really failed to achieve much. Is our next game in 2 minutes?
I'm just talking to the adjudicators. They're going to wait. That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, this is over in
yeah, it's over now anyway.
There we go. Right. Okay. PANEU takes that win relatively secure.